I take no pleasure in saying that the Your Party conference in Liverpool was a circus. Certainly there were plenty of clowns, one or two big beasts, but the most ridiculous ending possible was contrived. Jeremy Corbyn is the most significant socialist political leader in Britain in the 21st century. The great man Tony Benn taught he and I everything that we know. Jeremy Corbyn laboured mightily to produce a party with all around him squalling and squawking, people strolling on to the conference stage and informing us of their personal pronouns and their sexual proclivities and their demands for trans liberation and all the 57 varieties of ultra-left extremism in Britain. All did their best to wreck Jeremy's conference. Of course, they wouldn't put it that way. That's Joseph behind me. We may talk about him later. Joseph, with the multicoloured headwear, was just one of those extremist cranks, comic singers, who did everything that they could to spoil the launch of what might have been a socialist party that could have gone somewhere, could have been a contender. Whether it will now be is obviously a matter for the future, and personally I hope that it will be. Now that they are allowing dual membership, I'm sure that members of my own party will join it, although maybe the dual party whitelist will only include parties way to the left of us. We'll see. But I feel very sorry that my friend of more than 40 years, Jeremy Corbyn, will now have to retire to his allotment, having prepared the ground for the launch of this party. The members of the party voted narrowly, almost a toss of the coin, that he would not be the leader, would not have the chance to even stand to be the leader. And that's a tragedy. The members have retired their best and greatest asset. The country is not ready for Joseph of the multicoloured headgear. The country is not ready for a collective leadership which will not include either Mr. Corbyn or Zara Sultana. By rule, they will not be permitted to run, to be a part of the collective leadership. They have retired their greatest asset. They have dropped the pilot, the most recognisable man on the left in British politics, I say modestly. The man who raised the Labour vote in 2017 by the highest number of votes ever recorded since 1945 and the Labour landslide victory of Clement Attlee. The man who packed them in, chanting his name in auditoria all over this country, will not now be the leader of the Jeremy Corbyn party. It's going to be called Your Party, which was, I suppose, the best of a rather limited collection of names that were offered to the membership. I'm still waiting for the result on the vote on whether members of Parliament have to accept the average worker's wage, a long-standing far-left demand. If it has passed, I predict that until the next general election at least, they will not have many members of Parliament standing in their colours, speaking from the floor of the House in their name. If you tell a member of Parliament that he's going to have to cut his wages by 2/3, I suspect you'll get a rude reply from most of them. In fact, 2 of the 5 have already left and may well be followed by others. But I'm not concerned about them. I'm not concerned about the wages of members of Parliament for I'm not one and will not be one again. I'm concerned, though, for Jeremy Corbyn. I have no idea what he's going to do next, but I wish him every success and happiness in the rest of his life. Not that I owe him anything, quite the contrary, but I nonetheless sincerely mean what I have just said.